Hello YouTubers, you're looking at quite a bit of a mess with packing materials. A lot of stuff unpacked up and sending off. So, what's in this box? Oh, it's definitely not the box I'm shipping off, that's for sure. Although, hopefully pretty soon, I will be. Now, most of you will remember that I told you that basically I'm cleaning out my collection, getting rid of a lot of things, and I just can no longer collect reel-to-reels. I can't collect any electronics, actually. Really all my stuff's going up for sale, pretty much, in terms of, well, actually everything. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to get rid of, and photonic induction leaving YouTube and then coming back, and if you listen to his videos, he just basically says that he can no longer be bothered with spending all that time, and I spend a lot of time online too, and basically this whole new year I'm going to cut down on that. I used to spend 8+ hours online a day with making videos and things like that, although I still be making a lot of videos, and probably more so than what I've ever have, but really, you know, a lot of the time that I spend on Facebook and just emails and different forums and sites and things, that will no longer be happening. So basically I'm going to manage my time a lot better. I'm going to focus a lot more on making money, business aspects, and probably a lot more in social aspects as well. Getting out, doing a lot more things. I'm doing a lot of projects out and about, such as electrical at a barber shop, one of the local ones. I'm friends with the owner, and things like that. I'll be doing a lot more of, trying to get out and things like that, being more social, because about the last year or so I've spent a lot of, actually maybe the last year, 2 years almost, I've spent a lot of time wasted, just wasted on things. So yeah, so I'm just trying to get better with time management and such and so forth. So anyway, after all that, let's see what's in this box. Now, I've actually owned 2 of these in the past, and I still have my personal one of these, but one of them I sold, and this one will be going up for sale too. I bought it for very cheap. I'll be selling it once I get it repaired and fixed up for about, hopefully around $200 or $250. Really, it's worth about $250. I sold the last one for that, so I'm going to try and sell this for $250 as well. I realized that selling things in October, September, October, November, December, you can get a lot of good deals for buying things, but selling things, it just sucks. Once you get into a new year, up until about June, July, even into August, I mean, you can make good money. But after August, from January to August, I just don't make crap for money for selling things. So, best part of the time year to buy something is after August, and the best selling time is before August. So, just trying to get this cut open. Sorry, I'm not using the tripod. I've got that with a microphone on it that I'm working on. So, well, I haven't opened this. This will be my first time. So hopefully I won't find a note or something in it. I don't want my address or anything exposed. That's why I cut all the labels off the box. This stuff you can buy at Lowe's. I don't think Menards sells it. I think Home Depot sells it. I bought some at Lowe's myself. And this stuff makes a hell of a mess. Yeah, that's what they did. They bought a sheet. You can pick up a sheet yourself for about $10 or so. It's insulating for behind walls. If you're going to put walls in your basement or something, you use that for insulation behind the studs, actually, a lot of the time. I used to pack a lot like this in boxes. I wouldn't put all this cardboard in here because that just adds a lot of weight. It's kind of stupid. But I used to do a lot of packing just similar to this. I don't like to bubble wrap things as getting out of breath, sorry. I don't like to bubble wrap things because usually something like this, it's too heavy for me to try and swing it around and roll bubble wrap around. It's just a mess. I tell you, that's nice. I mean, these boxes are free and you can order them online, and I do, but you just supplied me with more boxes. So that's always a good thing. I recycle packing material in boxes, and I take donations from people and stuff. I appreciate that. Off my hand. I appreciate packing material from people because I don't like to. I just don't have any money to spend to waste. So, well, we can already see what it is. I think most of you can tell. I'm gonna have to probably put the camera down, lift this out of the box, and come back in a few minutes. Yeah, let's do that. So, be back in a couple minutes here. So I'm back. I'll have to edit that together. Whew. Take a rest for a second. Very heavy machine. When I first got my version of this reel-to-reel, the one that's in my personal collection, has only in about 6th grade. And I had to carry the machine about, probably about 600 feet. It was a heavy machine. But I haven't got any better with carrying these heavy machines. I did then. They're still heavy. Now let's see if we can get it open. I'm gonna break it open. Huh. It's cute. Huh. It looks funny not seeing it in a rack. Mine's in the rack that I've got, and it's funny not seeing that in the rack. It looks small. I had a wood case for mine. I'll have to measure it. It looks, now my memory might just be off a bit, but it looks smaller than mine. It just looks small to me for some reason. I guess I remember it bigger than what it was. Keep in mind, I haven't had mine out of the rack for 3 years, I think. I had spun the paint there. I don't even know if I'll bother touching any of that up. Probably just sell as is. You know. That little button fell out. Mine had the same problem. This button's pulling out. Just got the pause turned on. Made the arms up. Ooh. Brakes. Horrible. Not supposed to spin around. It's supposed to be like this one. So, the brake band let go on that. I've got so many reel-to-reel videos to make. I just got another ewer in, and I powered that one up, and I don't know if I made a video of that or not, but that ewer is just not in bad condition. It's just all the capacitors, and it blew up. They're very leaky, and one of the resistors blew up. Now, I'll have to measure this one compared to mine. I still swear it's smaller than mine. Looks, oh, my memory might be off, but it looks a lot smaller than mine. I think this is, it could be, because this is the early version. It's got the round power cord, or the round power plug, I should say, for the power cord. And it's made by Hirakawa. Anyway, point is that Pioneer, after several years, and they got to the late production ones, and mid-70s or something, I forget, I think it was about the mid-70s, they started using the real Pioneer cords for these machines. Point is, some of the early ones had voltage selectors on the back, either on this side or this side. I think it was that side. And they were like a TIAC or a Kai, you know, you would change your voltage selector, and, you know. So, this will be a three-part, oh, actually I was gonna say it's gonna be a three-part video, because I'll have to go get a cord for it, but got my isolation transformer here, with the, I've of course got this plugged into a GFI, I think, place in one of these boxes. That noise, by the way, is this machine running an air purifier. Paragraph spool. Actually, if you're not careful, get that stuck right on one of your spindles. Set the camera down here. Oh, it's not going to work. Sorry if this is a kind of, you know, botched video or whatever you want to call it. Never had to open, or I should say, well, don't have to open it, but I've never sat and actually made a video of opening a machine, and that reel is just, I should have gave that one away to somebody. Cracked. I have to go glue the thing together. I had one of these take-up reels. It would never fit on my spindles. I'd never figure it out until I looked at the thing and realized that it wasn't going to fit because, let me set the camera down. Oh, I'll have to repair that. Give that one away. Once I get that repaired. Got so many tape reels. And I repair take-up reels and such, and then I just give them away. we got so many of them. Anyway, I was saying, the take-up reel though I had once, I couldn't figure out why it wasn't fitting. And when I looked at the reel, it had so that you couldn't stick it on a spindle with the 3 little spokes on it. I don't know what you want to call them. It would only fit on... here, I'll show you. That makes more sense. One of these take-up reels, since now I'm sounding like it doesn't make sense, it would only fit on the first part of these spokes. I don't know which one to call them. And if you had one long like this, it actually required so that it would sit at a different angle, which was really weird. It was for the early machines that didn't have these locking, hubs, I guess you could call them. Spindles, locking spindles. Well, let's see if the thing blows up. I'm not really in the mood for that. Okay, that's enough for me to see. Terrifying when I power something up and then, you know, the meter bulbs are burned out. This definitely hasn't the right tension. And so it's turning itself off. But the brake band fell off because one of the little, I don't know what you want to call them. They're a type of clip, and if they fall off, the brake band just slides off and such. So counters aren't running. Typically replace those with either another belt I cut and make, or I've actually had good luck, some of them, replace them with rubber bands. Well, this thing is definitely, I can't believe somebody did that to this machine. Didn't realize I hit zoom, sorry about that. I can't believe somebody did that to this machine though. You know, treat it so bad that it just doesn't. Here, I'll see if I can. Well, that's stupid. Apparently it's